Hi, Adina here. Today we're going to be showing you how to do a basic natural enzyme peel. Isn't it desirable to have a glow? Don't you want that radiance when you walk into a party? Don't you want to help with the congestion areas that you have in the T-zone? Today I'm going to be showing you how to do that. This is my model Veronica, and we're going to go ahead and begin with step 1, the cleansing. So you want to make sure before you go ahead and cleanse the surface of the skin that you want to have clean hands. So make sure that your hands are clean. So then you're going to go ahead and get your hands a little moist. Depending on different skin types, you're going to go either with a milk cleanser or you're going to go with a gel cleanser. For example, milk cleansers are good for people who are more dehydrated in the skin and people with combination normal skin types. If you're more acneic, you want to stay away from the milk cleansers and you want to go more on the gel cleanser side. So Veronica has combination skin. So I'm going to use a little bit of the milk cleanser with the gel cleanser, which is perfectly normal and perfectly fine to do. It's just a little dual action cleansing. I'm also going to add the steam. I have a steamer, a little portable steamer, which most people usually don't. But something that you can do is you can shower before giving yourself a facial. The steam in the shower is going to help open up the pores, and also you have a clean surface to work with. Your hands are clean, your skin is clean, your pores are open. So you're going to just go ahead and start at the chin area. You're going to move up to the forehead. And I'm doing all these little fancy hand movements, but a basic clean is perfectly fine. You just want to spend no less than actually a minute cleansing your face, which most people nowadays, and just in general, we're in such a hurry, we basically just do a rush. We put some moisturizer, cleanser on. We just do everything in a hurry. We actually don't take time with it. The difference this makes is huge. You have a lot of dirt that you have throughout the day that builds on the skin, on the surface, and this is going to help remove it. I also have a little device that I use, just helps for extra exfoliating, but most people, of course, aren't going to have all these equipments in their house. This is just going to help exfoliate her more. You can use a little brush that you can buy at Walgreens, you can buy it at Target. You can just buy any little brushes with bristles that are going to help open and exfoliate more. This is just going to help remove the makeup. Just make sure you get everywhere. Nice and open now. Our pores are getting open from the steam, our pores are getting open from the brush, and also the manual movements with the hands. So then you're going to go ahead and remove the cleanser from your face. You can use sponges and you can also use a towel. I find that sponges are a little more cleansing than the towel. Sometimes you can have more residue left over from the towel. I feel like the sponges really get in there and just it's a more even movement. Or you can even use just the water from the sink. Just make it easy. You don't even have to use a sponge. You can splash the water on yourself too. Okay, and then we would go ahead and tone, depending on different skin types. There's toners for clarifying and toners for hydrating. Depending on your skin type, you want to make sure that, if you have combination skin, dehydrated skin, that you're picking the appropriate toner. Also, what's easy for people to use that just does toning also they've been using it for ages, is witch hazel. If you have witch hazel, you can also just use that, pull that from your cabinet, and use witch hazel to go ahead and tone. So we're going to go ahead and tone. The best thing to use for toning is cotton rounds, but you can also use tissue. You can also even use Q-tips if it's just a specific area. If you're using, for example, a clarifying toner, you might be breaking out somewhere on the skin, like the cheek or the nose, and you don't want to use a clarifying toner throughout the whole entire face because you might over dry the whole entire face when you're just trying to get target points. So this is a hydrating toner, and this is good for all skin types. And you're basically just gonna go ahead and go over the skin and just prep. This is prepping the skin for the enzyme peel. So we're basically prepping Veronica. She's already cleansed, and now we're just toning. She's ready for the peel. So when applying the enzyme peel, if you've never done an enzyme peel ever before, you want to be careful about how long you leave it on for. If you've never done an enzyme peel, start off with baby steps first. Start off with 2 to 3 to 5 minutes, and then gradually build on every time you use an enzyme peel. An enzyme peel is something that you wouldn't use every day. You would use it once a week, maybe twice every month, but you wouldn't use it every single day. You can overexfoliate and actually cause more damage than good. You do experience some tingling, and you will sometimes feel a slight burning sensation. Nothing to be alarmed about. We're going to start with the chin area. We're just going to do a light spread. Avoid the eye area altogether. You want to go around the sockets. And for some people, they're going to have less reactions to it. Just because you don't feel pain doesn't mean that it's not actually working. You sometimes might even actually get red before you actually feel any tingling, which she is already getting red in the cheeks. You can also do the neck, and you can do the décolleté, but we're just going to do the surface of the face right now. And it's going to feel a little rubbery and gooey feeling. Once you start getting that rubbery texture, just go ahead and let it sit there for a minute. Some people use fans if they get too hot with it, and then some people go ahead and just let like a cool breeze, like an ice cube or whatnot, like on the forehead, and just kind of relax, because sometimes it can get a little hot. Are you feeling any tingling at all? No. Okay. Veronica's a trooper. So we've had the enzyme peel on for about 3 minutes or so. You're not going to leave it on long if it's your first time ever having an enzyme peel. Even though, like I said, you don't feel any tingling or burning for the first time, you still might experience some redness, and you still want to be safe about how long you leave it on for. So we're going to go ahead and remove it with some sponges. You want to be careful with the sponges. You want to go over quite a few times. I would say at least 3 times to make sure all of the enzyme peel is removed. If you leave on some of the remnants of the enzyme, it still can stay active and still continue to do its work. So you want to make sure that it's completely removed. You can also just rinse your face in the sink instead of using sponges. If the sponges are for your face only, you also can cleanse them, and then you could just reuse them.